Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Today, Indriya Paccaya. Indriya Paccaya. Indriya Paccaya is a similar meaning with the adipati, similar to adipati, like an authority, like a king. So, as a kingship, adipati is like a universal king, control or rule all, everything. But Indriya is like in some city, control in some city. So like a city king, no country king. So in their place only, in specific place only, can control. For example, Janakābhivaṃsa. Janakābhivaṃsa is eye controlling faculties, eye faculties. It is about the seeing only can control. About the hearing cannot control. Eye sensitivity. So, if you don't want to see, very easy. Just a closed eye cannot see anything. So that is a controlling faculty. But still hearing, something like that. So if you don't want to hear something, just close your ear sensitivity. Disturb ear sensitivity. If so, you will not hear. So in a specific place, they can control, they can rule. So Indriya Paccaya, what are Indriyas? So based on 22 Indriyas. In the 7th section, we have learned Janakābhivaṃsa, Sotindriya, Gānindriya, Jainvindriya, Kāyindriya, Aitindriya, Purisindriya, Jivitindriya, Manindriya, Sukhindriya, Dukhindriya, Somanasindriya, Domanasindriya, Upekkindriya, Sattindriya, Viriyindriya, Sattindriya, Samadindriya, Panyindriya, Ninyatanya Samitindriya, Inyindriya, Inyatawindriya, something. All are 22. You need to memorize in this way. So, those are 22 Indriyas. Based on, in the 7th session, we have learned such things like 4 asava, 4 yoga, 4 oga, 6 ganta, 10 kilesa, in Vidama way, in Sautanda way, 10 sayojana, 10 kilesa, something. So, based on that learning, we can know Indriyas. So, Janakābhivaṃsa, eye faculty. Eye faculty is an eye sensitivity. Chakku vijñāna dhātuya, eye consciousness, for the eye consciousness element. Tan samyodhikānaṁ dhammana, that associated dhammas. Indriya Paccaya is a condition as Indriya condition. So, eye faculty means the Majjhima Yuga, middle-aged Chakkhupasara, eye sensitivity, which arises together with the Adita Bhavanga, as explained in Purejata Nesaya. So, Majjhima Yuga, first of all, we may say just eye sensitivity. Because of eye sensitivity supports eye consciousness and associated dhammas as a Indriya condition. Indriya condition means like a king control that things. So eye sensitivity support as a Indriya Paccaya, as a can. So if you don't want to see, just close the eye, cover eye sensitivity, you cannot see anything. So eye sensitivity is a very important cause, like a can, to see something. So without eye sensitivity, you cannot see anything. Some people are blind, so they cannot see anything. They cannot know colors or forms. So because of this, eye sensitivity is that is Indriya conditions. So here I have a few saying, middle-aged Janakābhivaṃsa, what it means. So we need to go to process. Process are like this. Bhavinga. Bhavinga is at least 3 times. 3 times means first bhavinga is Adita Bhavinga. Here, this is an object. This is eye sensitivity. So they are touching each other. So color object impinge eye sensitivity. Impinge eye sensitivity. But we are not yet wake up suddenly. One bhavinga is past Adita. That is Adita bhavinga, sleeping in mind. Second bhavinga is shaking, vibrating bhavinga. Originally, you are sleeping because of the color impinge your eye. So, not yet wake up. First bhavinga past, not yet wake up. Second bhavinga is not go sleep, become vibrating, shaking, because of the new object impinge you. So, like that, when you are sleeping, someone harm your body, suddenly not wake up. Few bhavingas passed by. After that, you wake up. Or you beat me, something like this. So, first bhavinga is we call it Adita bhavinga. Adita bhavinga. So, eye sensitivity, color objects start to find, start to impinge. So, first bhavinga surely will pass. Second bhavinga is vibrating. Third bhavinga is arresting, stop. The last bhavinga. After that, 5-dot Varding consciousness. 5-dot Varding consciousness. That one is taking a new object, knowing color object. Bhavinga is that is sleeping mind. That is a past object in the near-death moment of the past life. So, at least 3 bhavinga passed by. That is if you are very sleepy, for example, many bhavinga, after that, 5-dot Varding, like that. So that is the fast, the most fast or fastest situation to see something. At least 3 bhavinga will pass. So, so Janakābhivaṃsa is this is a Janakābhivaṃsa, eye sensitivity. Eye sensitivity is actually arising in every moment, every mind moment. But the other eye sensitivity is not the same as with the object, with this object, because the other eye sensitivity, because eye sensitivity arising like that. So in this moment, eye sensitivity in this moment is the same as color object. So measuring with the color object, they are middle-aged. So before color object coming, you may have eye sensitivity. That one will be shorter, will be short life. Because like that, eye sensitivity is arise. Color object is arise here. So this one only after 17 passed away. This one after 17 passed away. So if so, color objects are longer than this eye sensitivity. So This one is a short-aged eye sensitivity compared to color object. Compared to our color object. So some color objects, sometimes color object is arising here, but eye sensitivity arises here. If so, color object may last here. Eye sensitivity may last until here because of 70 mind moment. So eye sensitivity is longer than color object. Longer life than color object. That is Mandayuka, Mijimayuka. Next one is Mandayuka is short-aged. Mijimayuka is middle-aged. Next one is I don't know usage. Forget. Maybe Dikayuka. Let's say long-aged. So short-aged, middle-aged, long-aged. That is compared to what? Compared to color object coming. So here in the Adita Bhavanga time, color object and eye sensitivity arising together. If so, they were passed away the same time. Because of the same time, that means middle-aged eye sensitivity. If something eye sensitivity before the color object, before color object, eye sensitivity before color object will pass away soon, and that is a short eye sensitivity. So eye sensitivity after color object, that eye sensitivity will stay longer than color object. It is a Dikayuka, long-lived, long-aged eye sensitivity. So here, eye sensitivity, eye faculty means middle-aged. Middle-aged means arising together with the color object in the Adita Bhavanga time. Adita Bhavanga time. First Adita Bhavanga. Sometimes Adita Bhavanga is many if we are sleepy. So in those cases, drawing in the whiteboard is better. So actually, maybe able to read, because we need to know. Okay. For example, Bhavanga is many. Let's say this is a Dita Bhavanga. So, color object is here, eye sensitivity is here. Because they are rising together, they will be the same life. After 70 mind moments, they passed away. But some eye sensitivity is arising in here. So he may long life until here, for example, 70 mind moments. But color object may long life here, 70 mind moments, like that. So if so, you see, eye sensitivity is shorter than color object. That is that eye sensitivity we call Mandayuka, short-aged eye sensitivity. That is not matching with the color object. Before color object coming, arising itself, not measure in the process. So next one is a long-aged eye sensitivity is like this. For example, Bhavanga many, or other than process like this. So color object is here. Eye sensitivity is here. So color object may pass away here, 70 mind moment. But eye sensitivity is longer, like that. After 7. If so, that eye sensitivity later part. So long-aged eye sensitivity. Amanda Yuga. Amanda Yuga is not short-aged. Not short-aged is long-aged. Yeah, Amanda Yuga. So in this way is Amanda Yuga, eye sensitivity, or long-aged eye sensitivity. So that is not matching with the color object. So with the color object meeting together, that is in the fast bhavinga, atita bhavinga, fast past bhavinga. Sometimes the past bhavinga one time, sometimes the past bhavinga like 2 times, 3 times. If so, in the fast past bhavinga. So we see sometimes our eye is not good. If so, we have to see a bit longer time. After sometimes, like that we see. So older people reading slowly because the eye is not good. Many bhavinga. After that only they can catch. So they cannot see Korean movie with the subtitle. Because reading title, reading letters, they already pictures are passed away. So seeing in pictures, if so, letters are passed away because their eye is not so good. Those indoor process are many atita bhavinga, like that. So sometimes the eye is good, but light not enough. If so, even younger people, they have to see long time. After that only they start Theravada consciousness, become very slow. Sometimes because of attention not enough. So it is also possible. So this is a middle-aged. Middle-aged means the same as color object. So process will be like this. At least 3 bhavinga we may pass. First is dita bhavinga, second is vibrating bhavinga. That is the last bhavinga. After that 5 door. After that eye consciousness. This one. Chakku vijnana dhatu is this one. Consciousness we call chakku vijnana dhatu. 7 universal cetasika we call associated Dhamma. So color object is eye sensitivity is arise here together with the color object. Color object and eye sensitivity impinging each other. At that time our mind bhavinga, 5 Theravada, eye consciousness, receiving, investigating, in this way going. So color object not passed away until 70 mind moment. Eye sensitivity also until 70 mind moment. Because of this, on the way, color object support eye consciousness. Color object support eye consciousness. And associated Dhamma, 7 universal cetasika. So that is SA Indriya Paccaya. Indriya Paccaya. Not Sahajada, not within one mind moment, different mind moment. So as an Indriya Paccaya, that one is as explained in Purejata Nesaya. Purejata Nesaya. So you see, color object is arising in before, eye consciousness later. Because of this, it is Purejata also. Indriya Purejata. Huh? Okay. Eye consciousness. Eye sensitivity. Okay, so second one. Second one is may delete here. So eye sensitivity support eye consciousness. So Eye sensitivity is into our eye, and there is a base. So this one is arising before eye consciousness. Because of this Purejata. Also, it is a dependent. Nesaya Paccaya. Nesaya Paccaya. Purejata, Nesaya, Indriya. So another one is Vipayota also. Because of Rupa to Nama. Rupina Dhamma, Arupina Dhamma. Vipayota also. No associate. Like eye sensitivity is a base, eye consciousness is above that. Mentality. Because of materiality, mentality, although together, staying in together, dissociate, not associate. Not like a Chitumadu, like 6 kinds of taste. Mix into the curry, but still it can differentiate. Because of Nama to Rupa, Rupa to Nama. So, because of this, it is Indriya. Mainly here I want to say Indriya Paccaya. Indriya Paccaya, Nesaya Paccaya, Purejata Paccaya, Vipayota Paccaya. So, when eye consciousness arises, eye sensitivity is still alive, still having, because of this Ati Paccaya. No absence, Avigata Paccaya. Avigata Paccaya. So, those are the same as Purejata Nesaya in the Purejata Paccaya. So, because of this, when in the Paṭṭhāna, Chakundariya, Chakuviññāna Dhatuya, in the Purejata also have. In the Nesaya also have. So, in the Ati Paccaya also have. In the Avigata Paccaya also have. In the Vipayota Paccaya, no have directly, but they say Rupino Dhamma, Arupina Dhammana. Materiality supports mentality. So, yeah, that is in the Purejata group. In the Purejata group. Purejata, because they are arising in before, you can see Purejata group. Cause is fast, effect is late. How many moments? Boinga, fight or unconscious. About 5 moments at least. So cause is before, effect is late. If so, Purejata. Pure is before, Jata is arising. So cause are arising before effect. So it is a Purejata group. If it is a Purejata group, we have to check Purejata Nesaya, Ati, Avigata, Vipayota, Indriya, like that. So, in the same way, Soda Yarana, Soda Viññāna Dhatuya, Gana Yarana, Gana Viññāna Dhatuya. That is a nose process. Jainwa Yarana, Jainwa Viññāna Dhatuya. That is a tongue process when you are eating. Kaya Yarana, Kaya Viññāna Dhatuya. This is when you are touching. So, it is Indriya Paccaya. We have learned in the Nesaya Paccaya and in the Purejata Paccaya. So, next one is Rupa Yarana. Next one is Rupa Jivitendriya, Rupa Jivitendriya, Kadata Rupana. Among Indriyas, we say Chakundariya, Sotendriya, Ganendriya, Jainwendriya, Kayendriya, Jivitendriya. Jivita is 2 kinds, mentality and materiality. So, mental Jivita go to Sahajata group. Because within 1 mind moment. Because Jivitendriya is in the 7 universal. Jivitendriya is in the 7 universal. So in every moment have a Jivitendriya. Support in the same group. So it is in the Sahajata group. So this Rupa Jivitendriya is a materiality, life faculty in the body. So in the body, that is a Rupa Jivitendriya. Kadada Rupana. Rupa Jividendariya, Kadada Rupana. Kadada Rupa is a Kamacha Rupa, Kama born materialities. So we will see Rupa Jividendariya for the 9 Kamacha Rupas. 9 Kamacha Rupa Jividendariya in the same Kalapa. 9 Kamacha Kalapas. Kalapas, not Rupas. 9 Kamacha Kalapas, except Rupa Jividendariya in the same Kalapa, because it is a cause, not effect. So as a conditions. So that is a like that. There is a need to see Kalapa. Kalapas are like this. Kalapas are like this. There is a maybe into the eye indicate Kalapa. Patavi, Abo, Tejo, Vayo. That is a 4 element. Vana, Kanda, Rasa, Oja. Jivita and eye sensitivity. So Rupa Jivita is here. This is a Jivita. So it is a Rupa Jividendariya. The other 9 are companies rising together within one block, one small particles. So that Rupa Jividendariya support the other 9 as a Rupa Jividendariya. So they are rising together, still having no absence. No absence. So because of this, as a Indriya Paccaya, Indriya means it is again to protect the others. Because of that Jivita, our body alive, not found. No need to put into the cold place. So still alive because of Jivita. Dead body is different, no Jivita. So after 2 or 3 days, it become found. So because of protected by that Jivita, the others are not found. So that one supported the other 9. In the same way, into the ear, have that klapa, into the nose, into the tongue, in the body, it's a kaya dasaka. So after that, female sex or male sex klapa. So Patavi, Abo, Tejo, Vayo, Vana, Kanda, Rasa, Oja. Jivita. This is a Jivita. Must be big. So the other one is showing as a female. If a female, male is a male faculty. So that Jivita support the others. So it is a Jivita. It is a Bhava Daska Kalapa. Bhava decade. So next one is only 9, Jivita Navaka. Jivita Navaka is between Abo, Tejo, Vayo, Vana, Kanda, Rasa, Oja. Jivita support the other 8. Jivita is a cause, condition, and the others are effect. So that is in the same kalapa. Because of this, supported the others supported the others having being present, presence, being present, Atipachayo, Avikadapachayo. So in this way, so within kalapas, it is Rupa Jividendariya, a different group. Not Sahajada, not Purejada. They are called named Rupa Jividendariya group. Stand itself. So Rupa Jividendariya group, we may say detail, you see. Rupa Jividendariya for the 9 Kamacha Rupa, except Rupa Jividendariya in the Chakudasaka Kalapa. In the same way, Soda Dasaka Kalapa, etc. Soda Kana Jinwa Kaya, like that. So next one, Rupa Jividendariya for the 8 Kamacha Rupas. Oh, Kamacha, 8 Kamacha Rupas. Yeah, okay. Except Rupa Jivita Indriya in the Jivita Navaka Kalapa. Jivita Navaka is the last one. Only 9. So one is a cause and the other 8 is effect. Because Kamacha Kalapa is total 9, 8 decade Kalapa, group of 10. The other one is Nonada Kalapa, group of 9. So if a group of 8, a group of 10, one is a cause, the other 9 is the effect. If a group of 9, one is a cause, the other 8 is effect. So as a Paccaya, condition, 3 condition, Indriya Paccaya, Ati Paccaya, Avigata Paccaya. So this group is a separately stand, how to call Rupa Jivita Indriya group. Always 3. Always 3. Cannot be 2 or 1, always 3. So previous Chakundariya and Sotindariya is go to Purejata group. Purejata group. So Purejata Indriya we may call by combining Purejata. If a Purejata group, we have to check Purejata, Nisaya, Vipayota, Ati, Avigata, and Indriya, like that. So later we may say as a conclusion. So another kind of Indriya, Sahajata Indriya. Sahajata Indriya, how to do? Arubino Indriya. Arubino Indriya means mental faculties. Mental Indriyas. Indriya have 22. Some are mental. So Jivita Indriya is one is mental, half mental, half material. So Jivita Indriya. After that, Sukha Indriya, Dukkha Indriya, Somnasa Indriya, Domanasa Indriya, Ubekha Indriya. Although it is 5, those are feeling. Only one Chitasika, feeling Chitasika. And so Sukha is bodily happiness. Touch, someone touch, so good feeling. Sukha Indriya. Somanasa Indriya is nobody touching, only in mind happy. It is a Somanasa Indriya. Dukkha Indriya is bodily suffering, someone harm a body. So feel bad. So Dominance Indriya is nobody harm body. So in mind only suffering. Body is actually okay. But just thinking problems, being sad or something like this. So it is a dominance Indriya. Ubekha Indriya is middle. No happiness and no sadness. Ubekha Indriya is a bit difficult to know. But how to know is giving in simile. So there is a stone in the middle. So before stone there is a footprint. After stone there is a footprint. If so, the beast or beings across the stone. On the stone cannot see footprint. Anyway, we can see before and after. So because of this, there is a footprint in the stone. So in the same way, Ubekha feeling is neither Sukha nor Dukkha in the middle. So it is difficult to know. And if not happy, not sad, that is a neutral feeling. So according to Indriya way, feelings are 5 kinds. Bodily happiness and mental happiness. Bodily suffering and mental suffering. And a neutral feeling. That is a feeling mentioned 5 in the Indriya. Another saying is 3 kinds. That is Sukha, Somnus and Dominus and Ubekha. Happiness, sadness, neutral, 3 way. That is a feeling way. Just not bodily, mentally, just a feeling way. So counting in the feeling is Indriya way is 5. So if I say feeling way, only 3. Because of this, if we find in the Sutta, just if it say two, then it is clear, Sukha Indriya and Somnasa Indriya. We can divide. If it's just saying Sukha or Sukha, maybe two, bodily happiness and mental happiness, or need to check. So, like that. May say 3 ways and 5 ways. So, means mental Indriya is one is Jiva Indriya. Sukha Indriya, Dukkha Indriya, Somnasa Indriya, Domanasa Indriya, Ubbeka Indriya is just one Cetasika, feeling. Another one is Saddha Indriya, Saddha, faith. Viriya Indriya, Viriya, effort. Saddha Indriya, Sati, mindfulness or remembrance. Samadha Indriya, concentration or one-pointedness. Panya, 3 things. Panya Indriya, Ninyatanya Samita Indriya, Inya Indriya, Inyatawa Indriya. Panya 4. So Panya 4 how to be? One is one is mundane, the other 3 is supra-mundane. So Ninyatanya Samita Indriya is a feeling together with Sotapatti Magga. Inyatawa Indriya is a feeling associated with Arahata Phala. So, Inya Indriya is a feeling associated wisdom. Wisdom associated with the middle 6. Middle 6 is except Sotapatti Magga, Arahata Phala. So Panya Indriya is wisdom associated Lokiya Chaita. Lokiya Chaita, like that. So as a Panya in the Indriya, 4 types. Panya Indriya, Ninyatanya Samita Indriya, Inya Indriya, Inyatawa Indriya. So as a Cetasika, only one. Panya Cetasika. So those mental Indriyas, what is the effect? Sambhyodakana, Dhammana, for the associated Dhammas. Tansamotthana Nincha Rupana, and that produced materiality. Those are men. Like that. For example, when we see Buddha statue, Boinga, Boinga, Boinga. After that, 5 dot wording, unconsciousness, receiving consciousness, investigating consciousness, determining consciousness. After that, Jhāna 7 times, like that. Let's say Jhāna. So, in the Jhāna, past Jhāna, how many factors? Jhāna, how many factors? For example, number 1 is consciousness. 7 universal Cetasika. May have 6 occasionals. 19 beautiful universal Cetasika. Because of seeing Buddha, if you understand it is a good deed. So wisdom, like that. How many factors? So 1 and 7, 8. 8 and 6, 14. 14 and 19, 33. Wisdom is 34. So among these 34, they are rising together in one mind moment. That is a sahajata. Sahajata. So also at that time may produce a mind-born materiality. Mind-born materiality. Cetaja. Mind-born materiality. That's the Cetaja Rupa arising in time. So mind-born materiality. So in the Jhāna, one is consciousness. In the 7 universal, what is the factors? There is a Jiva Indriya. Also, Ekakata, Samadha Indriya. Is there anything? Vedana, Phassa Vedana. Phassa Vedana. Vedana is a Indriya. Sukha or so not Somanasa or Ubekha or like that. One of them. So by seeing Buddha image is very beautiful or very handsome. If so, you may say, oh, happy, very happy to see. If so, good feeling, Somanasa feeling. So sometimes Buddha image or sometimes not so nice. With that, if so, neutral feeling possible. Another one is although Buddha image is not so nice because of your reflection as a Buddha, so maybe happy. So feelings maybe Somanasa Indriya or Ubekha Indriya. Jivita is a Jivita Indriya. One pointedness is a Samadhi Indriya. So another 6 Vidako Vicharo, Adimauko Viriya. Viriya Indriya. Adimauko Viriya Indriya. So Viriya Piti Chanda no have. Among 19 Saddha Indriya. Sati Indriya. Hiri Uddabba Alobo Adoso. Tadramajadada Kabasati Cheta Basati. Kaya Lahuda Cheta Lahuda. Kamamududa Cheta Mududa. Kaya Kaminyada Cheta Kaminyada. Kaya Ba Konyada Cheta Ba Konyada. Kaya Chukada Cheta Chukada. No have Indriya. So the last one is Panya Indriya. So those are Indriyas. Those Indriyas support the other factors arising together. So and mind-born materialities. That Jhāna produce mind-born materialities. So it is support as a Sahajada. That is a Sahajada group. Sahajada group. So Arubino Indriya Sambyodhikana Dhammana Dan Sambyodhikana Charupana Indriya Bachena Bachio. That is in the Sahajada group. In the Sahajada, how to say? Chadaro Kanda Arupino Inya Minya Chadaro Kanda Arupino Inya Minya No. Chadaro Kanda Inya Minya Sahajada Bachena Bachio. That is the one there. Another thing is Chita Chitati Dhamma. Cheta Samothanana Rupana Sahajada Bachena Bachio. In the Sahajada saying like this. So that is a go to Sahajada group. So not only Jhāna stage, actually, unconsciousness stage also will have Boinga, Fido also have. So unconsciousness stage also have. So in this sense, one is consciousness, 7 universal, only 8. 8 factors, they are rising together. So among 7 universal, there is a Jivita, there is a Ekagata, there is a feeling, 3 Indriyas. 3 Indriyas support the other 5. Also Cheta also include the other 5. They are rising together. So that is in the Sahajada group. But this unconsciousness not produce Chetaja Rupa. Unconsciousness is a very weak mind, cannot produce mind-born materialities. Only Nama to Nama. So it is Indriya Paccaya. So for example, 7 universal, there is a Phassa. Phassa also actually support the other. If so, not include Indriya Paccaya. Sahajada only. So once we go to Sahajada group, Sahajada group is a big group, altogether 15. So that is later we make group. Sahajada group is 15 Paccayas. Very sure, once you decide, once like the same mind moment, so you decide Sahajada. If a Sahajada, very sure Sahajada Nesaya Ati Avigada. This is the way always. But the other is Nya Minya. San, Sambhyota, Vai, Vaibhyota, Vipaka. Need to check. So another one, He, Hedu, Di, Adipati, Kan, Kama, Ha, Ahara, Ain, Indriya, Me, Mega, Ja, Jhāna. So this I need to check. So for the Sahajata we usually say Sahajata Nisya Atiyavigada, always that is. But the others we check Nyasan we Hedi Kan Ha A Met Ja, like that. We check one by one according to cause and effect. How many Paccaya can support. For example, we will take here unconsciousness. For example, unconsciousness as a Paccaya, the other 7 is effect. Yes. So unconsciousness support the other 7. If so, what include? For example, Sahajata Nesaya Atiyavigada, no need to check, sure. If you want to check also okay. So that is always. So inya is nama to nama is inya minya nya. Sambhyota nama to nama is sambhyota. So no vaibhyota. Vaibhyota is a nama to rupa to nama. This is a nama to nama. No vaibhyota. Vipaka mind or not? Yeah, unconsciousness is a vipaka mind. So vipaka include. So vipaka chataro kanda inya minya, like that. So nyasan we have checked. Another one, he do or not? What is a he do? He do is a 6. Loba, dosa, moha, aloba, adosa, amoha. This is a consciousness we take as a cause. No loba, no dosa, no moha, no aloba, no adosa, no amoha. So he do not include. Adipati, there is a chaita adipati. Chaita adipati. Yeah, there is a chaita. But adipati or no is adipati is not all. Adipati only can be 2 root Jhāna and 3 root Jhāna. So this is not Jhāna. So adipati chaita have, but chaita adipati we say ta adipati chaita ta adipati chaita only. Chaita together with the adipati, not all chaita, special chaitas. So in the 7th sessions, what can be adipati? Adipati means not every mind have a very much gain. So only 2-rooted Jhāna, 3-rooted Jhāna, only in the Jhāna stage can be adipati. The other stage cannot be adipati. Jhāna very active one, very powerful one. So yeah, chaita it is. If we see briefly, chaita is a chaita adipati have, but not all chaita. Only 2-rooted Jhāna, 3-rooted Jhāna. So in Paṭṭhāna saying sabdipati chaita, how many like that? So actually in the 7th section we have learned Dvituka Jhāna Suva Dipati Ego Labati. Only in the Dvituka 2-rooted Jhāna and 3-rooted Jhāna. Even non-rooted Jhāna cannot get. For example, Arahanta may smile, like a smile producing Jhāna. It is a non-rooted Jhāna. So no adipati. No adipati. So here, although chaita is adipati, but no adipati. So no adipati. Hedi kan. Kan is a karma paccaya, is a Chetana only. Chetana, dan sambhyodagana, dhammana. Now we are taking chaita only as a cause. So cannot be karma. Hedi kan ha ahara. Ahara is only rupa ahara is a nutriment. Nama ahara is a phassa, phasso aharo, phassa, chetana, vijnana. Only 3. Because ahara originally 4. Kappalikara ahara, nutriment, phassa, chetana, and vijnana. 4 ahara. This is a separately going, rupa ahara. This one is a nama ahara. Nama ahara is into the sahajata. So nama ahara is what are they? Phassa, chetana, chaita. Phassa, chetana, chaita. So here is we are taking chaita. Because of this, you can get ahara paccaya. Ahara paccaya. So Hedikanha A Indriya. Indriya can be checked out or not? Manindriya, checked out also Indriya. Manindriya. So Indriya also include. So a mega. Mega is we know your land actually. Mega is like samadhi, sama sankappa, sama vacha, like that. So not cheta. So no mega. Jhāna. Jhāna is like vitaka vichara. Actually we know your land. Later we will find. So no cheta. So no jhāna. So we have checked in this way. So cause and effect. So sajada, once sajada nesya atiyavikita very sure. The others are nyasan we hedikanha a meja, like that. We check one by one. That is support with how much conditions. How much conditions. So Arupino Dhamma. So that is in the Sajata group. So now we found in the Indriya, one is Purechada Indriya. Purechada Indriya. What to Purechada Indriya? Okay. So the other one is Rupa Jivita Indriya. Now we found Sahajata Indriya. So Indriya is three types. Three types. Three types. Going into three groups. Purechada Indriya or to Purechada Indriya, Rupa Jivita Indriya and Sahajata Indriya. Indriya, three tribes. Three types or going into three groups. So next one is in detail. Those are 8 Nama Indriya. Here mentioned the Jivita Indriya, Jivita Indriya, Manindriya, Chaita, Sukha Indriya, Dukkha Indriya, Somnasa Indriya, Domanasa Indriya, Upekha Indriya. The 5 are Vedana Cetasika. These 5 are Vedana Cetasika. As a Cetasika, only one. Only one. So Saddha Indriya, Saddha faith. Viriya Indriya, Viriya effort. Saddha Indriya, Sati mindfulness. Samadhi Indriya, Samadhi concentration. Banya Indriya, Ninyatanya Samita Indriya, Inya Indriya, Inyata Indriya. These 4 are Banya Cetasika. Banya Cetasika. So these are Indriyas. So mental Indriyas. So for 89 Chaita, 52 Cetasika, Chaitaja Rupa, and the Paṭṭhāna Rupa. So in every mind moment can be less or much can be. So as a picture, how many? Indriya, Hedu, Adhipati, Sahajata, Inyamanya, Nesaya, Vipaka, Ahara, Jhāna, Mekka, Sambhyota, Vibhyota, Ati, Avigata. In the same time and accordingly. That is the most situation. May not have it all the same time. Sometimes accordingly. Accordingly means, so here 8 Nama Indriya, If you take a Jivita Indriya, may not include a Hedu, Mekka, or something like this. So if you take Manindriya, may not include a Hedu, Mekka, or Jhāna, like that. If you take a feeling, or if you take a Banya, may include a Mekka. Banya is a samadhi, something like this. So not yet detail, but later we say detail. You see, detail 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 1, just the at least one. Indriya, Sahajata, Nesya, Ati, Avigata, only 5 Paccaya. If this cause and effect, only 5 Paccaya. So 8 Nama Indriya, Sambhyota Khanda, Chaitaja Rupa, Paṭṭhāna Rupa. If you want to take all condition, all effect, if so, Paccaya Sati is supporting way is only 5. So next one only will take Viriya Sati Ekagata Panya, only 4. If only 4, cause and only 4, you see, In fact, you need to check also, but to make it shorter, we will go Paccaya Sati. Indriya Sajata Nesya Mega Ati Avigita. What difference? Mega. Why? Viriya is a Samavayama, right effort. Sati is a Samasati. Ekagata is a Samasamati. Panya is a Samadeti. So special one is a mega coming. Because of cause are mega factors. So next one you see Vedana Ekagata only 2. Vedana Ekagata, what difference you see? Indriya Sajata Nesya Jhāna. Vedana is a Jhāna factor. Viriya Ekagata is a one-pointedness. That is a Jhāna factor. So Jhāna include. So next one, only Ekagata. If so, you see Paccaya Jhāna Mega 2. Because Ekagata is a Jhāna is a Jhāna factor. Ekagata is a Sama Samadhi Mega. So Jhāna Mega. Next one, we may see Paccaya first. Only Ahara. You see Manindriya. Cause. Manindriya is a Chaita, the same as a Chaita. Mana Indriya. Mana is a mind, Chaita. So Ahara. Because Ahara in the Ahara have a Ahara is a Phassa, Chirana, and Chaita. So these are 4 Ahara where we can learn. In the 7th section, we have learned 4 kinds of Ahara. In the 7th section of the Abhidhamma. Now Paṭṭhāna is in the 8th section. So next one, Chaita Adhipati. If a Chaita, not just using Chaita, because not every Chaita can be Adhipati. Chaita Adhipati is some Chaitas, only 2-rooted Jhāna, 3-rooted Jhāna only. Chaita can be Chaita Adhipati. So the other cannot be Chaita Adhipati. Because there is not say just a Chaita Adhipati. Chaita which can be Adhipati. That is the need to learn Adhipati. Adhipati is what is Adhipati. Not every Chaita is a Chaita Adhipati. So special Chaita only, Chaita Adhipati. So that is we have taught in the 7th session. But we may say again. So Adhipati Paccaya, Ahara Paccaya. Because the Chaita is into the Ahara, into the Adhipati. Next one, Viriya Adhipati. What happened? You see, Adhipati can be Adhipati, can be Mega. Mega is a Samavayama Mega. So this detail is actually according to Paccaya Sati. According to Paccaya Sati. Amoha Panya. If so, what will come? You see, Paccaya, Hedu Paccaya, Mega Paccaya. Amoha is one of a Hedu, one of a Mega Samadeti. So next one is Vimansa Adhipati. Vimansa is Panya, the same as Panya. But Adhipati is not every can say according to association, every Panya can be Adhipati, but not always. Sometimes some people, although Panya associated, they use Viriya as a Adhipati and have an effort. So must say Panya Vimansa Adhipati. Just Panya, not every Panya is a Adhipati. Although associate. So must be associate, must be Adhipati. Adhipatis are like that. So now you are learning Paṭṭhāna. You have a wisdom, surely. No, Paṭṭhāna is good or something. Trying to understand when you have, but may not be so strong until Adhipati. Some are so strongly having, very strongly arising. Some are normal Panya. So not every time can be Panya Adhipati. So sometimes we have a Viriya as a Adhipati. Adhipati is only one can. If a Viriya is a Adhipati, Panya is a follow. Vinya is just following, not much, because of making effort strongly. Vinya is just behind. So like that. So if Vimansa Adipati, what can be? Hetu, Adipati, and Mega. So it is a special. So because of Sahajata group, you can see always Sahajata, Nesya, Ati, Avigata. And this one is the biggest Sahajata. So all are the same. If you learn reciting also, Sahajata, Nesya, Ati, Avigata, all are the same. Chataro Kanda, Arubino, Inya Minya, Chataro Mahabuddha, Inya Minya, Buddhisandek, Aukandekan, Namarupa, Inya Minya, Cheta Chetasi Gadama, Cheta Smotana, Rupana, Mahabuddha, Upararupana, those are all Sahajada, Nesya, Ati, Avigata. So because of this, those are the same. Always included. The other only Nyasan Wewi, you need to check. Erikaha Imaja, you need to check. So that is a short form. We just say Herikaha Imaja. Not saying Hetu Tipati, it is very long. Kusala Kusala Dhamma, Purima Purima Kusala Dhamma, Pachimana Pachimana Kusalana Dhamma. We don't say every day. Cuckoo. So something like that. Because you are maybe once a week or something, you recite, want to recite all. If you recite every day, many, so you may do cuckoo. Sure. If the devas are listening, they may confuse. What is a cuckoo? So, note, although 18 Indriya, Purisa Indriya are the seeds of Etilinga and Purisa Linga, etc. etc. So 18 Indriya, Purisa Indriya have in the 22 Indriya. But here are not saying Indriya Paccaya. Why? In the 22 Indriya have 18 Indriya, Purisa Indriya, female materiality and male materiality. Why not Indriya Paccaya? So he is saying, although it is the seeds of 18 Linga, Purisa Linga, etc. What is 18 Linga, Purisa Linga, etc.? Male appearance, female appearance, male signs, female signs, male deportment, female deportment, etc. And are present at the time of are present at the time of Glabha, the first phase of fetus in the mother's womb. So that 18 Indriya is into the mother womb, from the mother womb, start from the beginning point of life. And thereafter, they don't spread out as the Indriya Paccaya for themselves and others. Because of 18 Linga and Purisa Linga. So because that is later. So means don't spread out means in the beginning point there is 18 Linga, Purisa Linga. But they not yet show I'm female, I'm male, not yet obvious. So not yet obvious. Have that already, but not yet showing I'm female, I'm male. Not yet clear like that. Because Echilinga and Purisa Linga, etc. This is a full stop is there. Are not apparent at the time of kusala, kalal, at the time of kalala, and thereafter. So, are not apparent means not yet obvious at that time. And thereafter, a little bit later. It is correct to say so. There is surely the separating of Indriya Paccaya for the inseparable Dhamma if Indriya exists. There surely the spreading of Indriya Paccaya for the inseparable Dhamma if Indriya exists. Therefore, these are not Indriya Paccaya. So, means if Indriya Paccaya have insight, must show something. Let's say Indriya. So that is Indriya Paccaya's nature. If you have insight, you must show something. But Eti Linga, Purisa Linga is, although they include, they are not yet showing. Not yet showing, especially in the Purisa time. Because of not yet showing, so those are not Indriya Paccaya, like that. Because of not yet obvious. After a long time, big body only can show as a female, like here, male appearance means speaking way, moving way, talking way, actions, playing styles, male and female become different. After very long time only can show those things. In the beginning point, they cannot show. So the nature of Indriya Paccaya is if I have into separable dhammas, so must show. But they don't show. Because of this, they are not Indriya Paccayas. So that's the commentary's explanation. Anyway, 8 Indriya Purisa Indriya is among 22 Indriya have, not in the Paṭṭhāna. So not in the Paṭṭhāna. So Indriya Paccaya finished. Indriya Paccaya is finished. So 4, 3, 4, okay, still having time. So Indriya Paccaya, how the Shwechen Sayadaw said about the Indriya Paccaya, how to say? How to say is Grejada Paccaya, Vichajada Kama Vipaka Ahara, Indriya Paccaya. So, what is, by learning in this Indriya Paccaya, what is the Buddha's encouragement? Encouragement to practice. So here say the 6 faculties like eye sensitivity, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. So these 6 doors should be marked as a gate of a city. So these doors are should be marked as the gate of a city. So next sentence is Saddha, faith, Sila, morality, etc. Those noble dhammas should be marked as a wealth. As a properties. Another one, Lobha, Dosa, Moha, So, etc. 10 kinds of defilements should be marked as a thieves. Thieves. So, when we can protect the gates of a city, when we can care the gates of a city, if so, we can protect the wealth from the thieves. Thieves, 10 kinds of thieves. So, 10 kinds of thieves is defilements. So, if we don't care the gate, 10 kinds of thieves will go into the city, where still the faith, morality, noble property were gone. So, will be gone. So, can protect the thieves. Also, we can maintain the wealth or properties. So all good and bad coming from those faculties or dependent on faculties. Because of this, removing evil dhammas, fulfilling who want to remove evil dhamma and who want to get good deeds, so should protect faculties. Please protect. So have such a saying. So that means so these doors are eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, like a gate of city. The defilements are like thieves. Sila, faith, those are like wealth. So protect these doors to prevent thieves, to maintain wealth. That is encouragement. Encouragement, Shichan Sarah said. So, yeah, that's quite common in the meditation. Need to control eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. So by seeing something, tips come or not. By listening something, which tips come or not. So you should not allow. You should not allow. You are gatekeeper. Gatekeeper is need to be careful. Like an immigration person, very important. Are you thieves or not? So in the same way, we should be like that. And so by seeing, hearing, smelling, and eating, and touching, and thinking, thieves come or not. If thieves come, properties were gone. So no more morality, no more faith, no more goodness. So next one, we will go. Next one is what? Next one is Jhāna Paccaya. Jhāna. Jhāna Paccaya is into the Sahajada group. Sahajada group. So Sahajada group is like Bhavanga, Fido, unconsciousness. Like within one mind moment, within one mind moment, within one mind moment, everywhere can get like that. Nama to nama, sometimes nama to kamajarupa, chedijarupa, like that. So anyway, within the mind moment, Jhāna Paccaya is within the mind moment, a bit different from our jhanas, like Rupavasara jhana, Arupavasara jhana. So Janangani, Jhana factors. Jhana Samyodagana Dhammana, for the Jhana associated Dhammas, then Samudhana Nancha Rupana, and that produced materiality. So what is the Jhana factor? We will see. Vitaka, Vichara, Piti, Ekakata, Somanasa, Domanasa, Ubeka. These are Vedana. Vidaka Vichara Piti Ekagata Vedana. So for the 90 chaita, 79 chaita. So Vidaka is not normal, not like associated with the Rupa chaita, Arupa chaita. Vidaka associated all 55 chaita, like that, which are also the same. Akusala also include. So in the Akusala mind also include. So only what not include? What is exclude? Except 25 consciousness. 25 consciousness is Chaku Vijnana 2, Soda Vijnana 2, Gana Vijnana 2, Jema Vijnana 2, Ga Vijnana 2. It is a 25 consciousness. Brother JJ giving a name. Tripencha Vijnana. We call it Pali only. Tripencha, 25 consciousness, something like that. Sometimes we say 25 10 consciousness. 25 times it become 10. So Chaitanya 52, Chaitanya Rupa, Patisandika Rupa. So if so, here not included, this one not included. You know, this is unconsciousness. If ear do, ear consciousness. If nose do, nose consciousness. If tongue do, tongue consciousness. If body do, body consciousness. So in that place, no jhana. No jhana in that place. The other have bowing up, 5 dot batting, okay. After the eye consciousness, receiving, okay. Investigating, okay. Determining also have. Jhana also have. So the Dhamma also have, bowing out also have. But unconsciousness in this place, no jhana paccaya. That is actually we have learned in the 7th session, jhana factors. Jhana factors are no work in the to train 5 consciousness. If for the others, if there is a factors, it will work as a jhana. So in the unconsciousness, there is, Vidaka Vichara no have, Piti no have, but Ekagata have. In the unconsciousness, Ekagata have. But although having Ekagata, no work as a jhana. Ekagata only cannot say jhana Ekagata. What does jhana means? Jhana is seeing closely, or focusing, something like this. Like you are a mountain. You see everything. Like some eagles, from the mountain, see everything, very focusing. Where is the prey? So he can see everything. So in the same way, these factors, Vidaka, like a seeing object, very focusing, which are also maintaining the object, but also enjoying and seeing because of enjoying. So Ekagata also this object, this object only. So feeling also the same. Feeling in the object is very seeing closely. This can work as a jhana. Jhana means like the person in the mountain. So where is what? So some the army movies, seeing from something. They are seeing, focusing very much and indicate the others or instruct the others, shoot there or that. Something, because you can see very clearly. So in the same way, these factors are working in this way. Because of this, Anapana is very obvious, although it is smooth. So seeing, focusing, and taking this object. So not only in the Kusala Jhāna, Akusala Jhāna also have that jhana paccaya. But the other jhana is different. So you see, in every mind moment, except unconsciousness place, the other place have a jhana paccaya. So jhana paccaya, like practitioners jhana, a bit the same, a bit different. Practitioners jhana is like this mind moment, also this object. This mind moment, also another mind moment, very 1 hour, all mind moment, this object, not changing object. This one means in one mind moment only this object. So in one mind moment there are many factors. Some factors no work as a jhana. Only some factors are seeing. You see this, like that. Within one mind moment. Not like a jhana. Jhana is a Chaita mind moment arising every hours. Or like only Anapana. Don't change. So this jhana is mainly in one mind moment. Also akusala also can be jhana. Not like the other jhana, jhana paccaya. So jhana paccaya is wider. We practitioners are saying jhana is smaller. Only like a rupa chaita, arupa chaita, and lokotara can say jhana. That is the practitioner's jhana. So jhana paccaya is wider, not only practitioner. So seeing a movie can be jhana or not. Yeah, can be jhana paccaya, but cannot be practitioner's jhana. It is different. So that is a question some people want to ask. So you may hear before is practitioner's jhana. So this jhana is jhana paccaya. So within, especially, may mean within the mind moment. It is a sahajata only, not connected. The next mind moment, what will I take? Not consider within this mind moment. There are many factors. These factors are working as a jhana. So focusing within one mind moment. So you see, vidaka, vichara, piti, ekakata, somanasa, domanasa, even domanasa include. It is a dosa mula chaita. So only like unconsciousness place, you cannot find the jhana. There is a ekakata, but no work as a jhana. So like that. So how much we can get? It is in the Sajada group. Here at most only can get 11. So only can get 11. So not all like 15. Why? What left? Hetu not include because there is no hetu. Adipati also not include. Kama also not include because no chirana. No chirana. Kaha. Ahara also not include. Because of no consciousness, no phasa, no chirana. Like Indriya. Indriya is okay. Indriya have or not. Indriya have. Indriya is a ekakata like that. Samadhi Indriya. Samadhi Indriya ekakata. So hiti kaha a mega okay. Ja Hedika image. So something here do not include, karma not include, adipati not include, like that. But anyway, you can check. If you cannot remember, just check cause and effect. So that's it, we know. So jhana is into the sahajata paccaya. So actually, the other details are quite easier, you know. Focusing in paccayas. First of all, how many paccaya? 5 paccaya. 5 paccaya is jhana, sahajata, nesaya, ati avikata. So sahajata, nesaya, ati avikata is the bigger ones, always include, never fail. So next one is Indriya. If Indriya, you take vedana ekagata only. So next one mega. If you take a mega, you want to get a mega paccaya, only you take a vidaka ekagata as a paccaya, as a cause. So next one, Indriya mega is a ekagata. So I think finished. Huh? So jhana paccaya is finished. What is the note? Somanasa, domanasa, ubekha, feelings in the Truyền, 5 consciousness. Do not see. Do not see the object closely. Jhana means seeing the object closely. They are just getting down on the object. Impingement bind the object. Not just somanasa, domanasa, ubekha. Ekagata also. Huh? Ekagata also. Ekagata also. You may put ekagata also. So, because those mind is very weak, eye consciousness, ear consciousness are. Because of object impinge your eye, you must see. You no need to use mind power to see closely. Once I shout sound, you will hear. But that mind no need to use mind power. That is impingement power. Someone touch our body, we will know. No need to use mind power. So power impingement, we have a mind. So like that. Because of this, no jhana. So okay, now jhana Paccaya, how Shwechen Sayadaw said. I need to. Earlier time I should read it now. Okay, I little bit read. After that, I will translate. So, Sayadaw said, because of lobha, dosa, etc. So, doing in sensualities, the object of defilements. So, some people, because of lobha dosa, they do evil things, the object of defilements. So, what is the root? What is the cause? Because of vidaka, thinking bad object, seeing bad object closely. So, because of vidaka is like thinking or putting in the mind towards object. So, that because of putting in the mind towards evil object, sensual objects, so later they may do evil things. So also because of rubbing or sustaining the evil object, so that is a vichara. They do evil things. Next one, because of piti, enjoying bad object. Like just as eating honey together with the poison. Poison honey, sweet, but inside there is poison. But who eat that honey happy? So in the same way, piti is enjoying bad object. I say Jhāna Paccaya. So piti is enjoying the bad object. He may do evil things. Next one is ekakata, one-pointedness. So focusing object because of thinking this is a good object, because of happy, So bad object, some people focus. So because of focusing bad object, do evil things. So leading by those evil jhana factors. So akusalas having chance to arise within us. So just as some kind of fish playing in the ocean, big fish. There are big fish according to Tipitaka in the ocean. So they are playing in the ocean. So in the same way, because of those bad jhana factors, evil things are have a chance to play, to arise within us. So, so those evil factors, evil jhana factors are like a kind of mountain, rock mountain. So rolling beings, so rolling over the beings. Beings are having suffering. So in the same way, those evil factors are rising within the beings. Beings have to suffer in the long samsara, have to suffer suffering of samsara cycle. So because of this, by removing evil thoughts, by removing harming thought, etc., etc., etc. means sustaining thought, enjoying evil things, feeling evil things, focusing evil things. Those evil jhana need to remove. So what kind of focusing we should have? So that is those concentrations like seeing closely kasina objects, seeing closely meditation objects, or seeing closely Vipassana objects or Nibbana objects. It is a good to do. It is a to do. So jhana is a seeing object that closely, but there is evil things, there is a good things. So should do seeing closely good objects. That is the encouragement of Buddhas. So Sayadaw take in this way. Okay, we should stop. So, is there any question you want to ask?
One more question. For eye faculty, is it the color object supports the eye consciousness, or is it the eye sensitivity supports eye consciousness?
These are, here we are Indriya Paccaya. Indriya is the color object is not into the Indriya Paccaya. Only eye sensitivity is actually support each other. Eye sensitivity, eye sensitivity, what? Color object, both are support, but different conditions. So color object support eye consciousness is mostly going into the Aramana Paccaya as a object, support as a object. So Aramana Paccaya, support as a object, support as a Purejata Paccaya also, because arising before. So eye sensitivity support eye consciousness is support as a Indriya Paccaya, because Indriya is only eye sensitivity, Chakhondriya. Color object is not have an Indriya. So as a Indriya, or also as a base, like a Nesya Paccaya. Nesya object also can be Nesya. Eye sensitivity also can be Nesya, dependent. So differences is color is as a Aramana mainly. So eye sensitivity is as a base. Easy to say. So support, both are support, but different ways. Different ways. So some are the same. As a Nesya, the same. Both are can support as a Nesya, dependent. But some are different. Kala is can support as a object, but cannot support as a Indriya. So eye sensitivity is can support as a Indriya. Like supporting in way only different. But here we are teaching about the Indriya Paccaya. Because of this, we don't say about the color object. But we have learned in the Purejata Paccaya, in the Aramana Paccaya. Okay, sharing merit.